Here we go. We got a show. The Avatar movie is coming out. It's out. And what's it looking like? So it's going to open at a big number. Is that good or bad? Lowest reviewed out of the three thus far. Is that going to hurt it at all? Or is it going to actually hit that big $2 billion number? We'll talk about that. There's more talk about the Avengers trailers. And I remember, I told you guys when I said I had a couple of scoops. One of the scoops I said was like, they're going to have a few versions of this trailer. I also said Steve Rogers probably going to be in one of the versions of the trailer. Just saying. I love how other people are getting credit for it, but hey, that's not what we're here for. Supergirl. There's some test screenings. We'll talk about that. Strangely enough, Gen Z is actually keeping cinemas alive. Holy moly. And the Oscars find a new home. That and more on the show here today with myself and Steph Sabra. So can Steph get that much needed win? She's got to come back, take out Mike and Roxy again. Can she do it? We shall see. So without any further ado, let's get to the show. It's myself, Steph Sabra. Here we go. How are you? Welcome back to the show, everybody. Today on the show with me.
That was like a Kermit Arnie.
Oh, it was. It does this stupid thing. You know what's funny is now it hits differently too, doesn't it? When we do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel I can't lie. I feel very cool now because it was a huge sector of film
that you didn't know
and pop culture that I didn't know at all, and all the references. And now it was kind of like when I saw Back to the Future, where it's like it's always referenced, and now I'm like, I know what they're talking about.
Now you're part of the crew, and
I'm
so
part
I'm
of the crew.
gonna give you a Schmodown quiz. Ready?
Okay.
All right. What movie? It's not a tumor.
A Kindergarten Cop.
Come on, get to the chopper.
I forget the one, but I forget the name of it, but I know which one it is.
What's the first movie we did?
Oh, it's Predator?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get to the chopper. How about I eat green berets for breakfast?
Okay, that's the one I was thinking of.
Yes.
With the little girl.
Yes. Commando.
Commando.
Yes. Yeah. How about yakety yak? Don't talk back.
Oh, is that Twins?
Yeah, sure is. Let's see if I got another one. Okay. I can't remember the kid's the name, but let's see. I had one, but we both agree that Turbo we was gonna do something from Turbo Man, but I don't know that movie that well because I only saw it that one time with you. But did you see that thing that they tagged us on about?
No.
So someone on Instagram tagged you and I on it's Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
And it's that scene, at the end when Anakin turns, and instead of Obi-Wan getting off the thing, it's Arnie as Turbo Man.
Oh my gosh, that's hysterical.
And he shoots the thing and bonks him in the head. He's like, I got you. I got another one for you. Ready? Hey, Benny, screw you.
Oh, that's Commando.
No, come on, Steph. We just how about this one? Hey, Richter, see you at the party, Richter.
Sorry, it's the futuristic movie. I'm really bad at names.
That's okay, but you got it. Total Recall.
But I got it with Quali or Cuomo.
Oh, no, Quaid. Not Quaid. No.
Cuomo, right?
Quado. My favorite line out of any reaction we've done thus far. My favorite line that you gave was, "Why did they make Quado look like that?" It was my favorite.
Keeps me up at night, Kristian.
So good. So good. Well, we got stuff to talk about here today, Steph, and we got to get you. Got to get you that win. We need that win.
I know I was gone for a little bit, but I need to come back.
You got to get a win. You got to be. You can't let Mike win and Steph. No. Mike and Roxy win 2 in a row.
Roxy could, but not Roxy and Mike.
No, not 2 in a row. We got to get you that. We got to get you that win. So in order to do it, you need, I think, 104 to tie. So
okay, we can do that.
We'll do it. All right. Steph and I were actually supposed to react to Scrooge yesterday, but there's some stupid thing Amazon was doing, so it wasn't working. So we're actually going to do that today. She's never seen that. So we're doing that, and then we're gonna do Christmas stories. So we'll have 2 more Christmas reactions with Steph for the end of the year, which will be nice. But have you seen Avatar yet?
No, I have to wait until Tuesday because it's
Okay.
I see it with my parents.
Mm,
So that's when we're gonna see it. So I'm very excited. And I'm
okay.
hearing a lot of good stuff from it, which is surprising because I know we're gonna talk about the story so that I can bring it up after. But
I
surprised
just
by
feel
the
you're like me though. You just want to go back to Pandora.
totally.
Right. And I feel like you're gonna feel the same way. I think you're gonna enjoy being there. You're gonna enjoy watching it. You're gonna agree it's probably the weaker out of the 3. There's a lot of repeating beats that the third movie. I'm telling you, you will be watching this movie, and at least 3 or 4 times you'll be like, why are they? This is the same exact thing that happened in the second movie. Like the same exact
Okay.
thing. They do that quite a few times. And it's almost like a repeating story beat. But at the same time, because I just like being here.
Right.
That's what it comes down to. If you don't like being here, I think that's where it comes down to a lot of the kind of negative things. Like, I don't need to see these movies. I don't care. There's nothing new to this one. I get it. Like Roka's reaction, I saw, but I'm like, I can see 733 of these movies in the theater each and every time.
Totally.
So
Totally. I started watching the documentary and I was like, this is
yeah,
the greatest this is the greatest thing ever.
I'm sure. So like,
How are they
yeah,
you
and
forget it's not a real place. 'Cause it's so
it's insane how they do it, and it's like next level type of filmmaking, and that's what fascinates me. But we'll see what it's going to do. So here's the story. Avatar is set. The third one is set to open globally at around 340 million. James Cameron's Avatar: Fire and Ash has begun its international rollout, with the film set to debut domestically on Thursday night. At present, the movie is tracking for 90 to 105 million opening weekend domestically, and a further 250 to 275 million overseas, for a global start of 340 to 365 million. Steph, I'm going to read this next one because some dope who wrote yesterday is like, I'm worried about Christian. He's slurring his words. Is he all right? Yeah. Give me a hospital. I know. Give me a hospital. Give me some juice.
right.
IMAX and 3D screens, sons of bitches, are also expected to do big business with the title over the coming weeks, but the key won't be the launch, rather, it will be what comes after. Movies are famously for their longevity at the box office, titles doing good business for weeks after release. The first film opened to 77 million domestically and stayed at number 1 for 7 weeks, ultimately snagging 760 million domestically and 2.92 billion worldwide. Second one had a stronger start with 134 million domestically and a global start of 445, tapered off quickly to 688 domestic, 2.3 billion worldwide. The 197-minute third film boasts a $400 million budget, so it absolutely needs to make at least $1 billion to cover the cost, which it certainly will do. Question becomes whether it will reach that $2 billion mark. If it does, Avatar would be the first franchise in history to have 3 installments to each earn over $2 billion, suggesting there's plenty of life left in the franchise. If it comes in under $2 billion, however, questions will obviously be raised. This is crazy, by the way, about whether Disney would want to continue, as the 4th and 5th film appear to be a package deal. If it comes in under $2 billion, there's going to be questions. How insane is that? Cameron himself has given clear indications in interviews he's happy to move on from the franchise after this film if it doesn't hit the numbers required. And reviews for the newest film are the softest of the 3, so word of mouth may not help. Others already smell blood in the water, with multiple other films opening this weekend, including Sydney Sweeney's Led the Housemaid, which is getting good reviews. Looks to get a 20 to 25 million domestic start. Very good for a 35 million budget feature. David is headed for a similar 20 to 25 million debut, while the SpongeBob movie is headed for 4th with 15 to 20 million. So it's got some competition, but I think what hits here is what they said, right? The Avatar movies have traditionally, over especially the first 2, now granted, you've had big breaks in between from 2009 into 2022?
Yep.
Whatever. But they did exactly the same thing. Not too much competition. People wanted to go back to the movies to watch them. I do think this will be the weakest, as far as monetarily goes. I do think that it'll probably be the lowest of the 3, right? I think there's going to be some people who aren't like us, who will say, seen one, seen them all. don't need to see it anymore. I'm good. But where that won't happen is internationally. I think it'll be lower here. I think it'll be, domestically might not hit the numbers that number 2 hit, maybe in between the 550, 600 million domestic, but I think it's going to crush overseas. Maybe, I mean, look, if it does $1 billion here, then it's definitely going to hit it. So that's part one. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think this is actually going to perform because people just like to see these movies at Christmas time? Or do you think, where's your head at on that?
I want to say that I think it's going to perform really well, just as good as the last one. But the only reason I have some sort of hesitation is not necessarily that people are like, I've seen 1 and 2, I don't need to continue seeing it. Because I do think that the majority is more in the camp of, if you've seen 1 and 2, you probably just enjoy seeing this type of movie and it comes out at the perfect time of the year for that. But it's because it's just been such a bad year at the box office that it seems like it's not, if that's where I would kind of blame it, I guess, if that was the case. But it could be obviously a few reasons, but I do think it's going to end up doing really well. I
Is
don't
it going to hit that 2 billion?
I do think so.
Yeah. It's funny that Cameron's kind of giving himself an out where he's like, yeah, if it doesn't hit the numbers, I'm good. I mean, it's crazy though that, well, first of all, that it needs to hit $1 billion to make a profit. That's first of all, that's nuts. I understand why they would greenlight something like this. Like, there's a lot of times I'm like, what are you doing? Greenlighting a movie for $400 million. This has receipts. This is like, yeah. Okay. The last 2, it's worth trying it. That to at least hit the $1 billion, it's worth trying it. So clearly it looks like they're going to make that back. What's crazy to me is that it needs to make another $1 billion in order to be considered like they want to go forward. And I kind of understand it because it's like, okay, look, are we gambling at the table too long now? It's like, okay, we're here, we hit our numbers, but we didn't, go home with as much as we thought we were going to. Is that a sign we're good? Let's wrap up at these 3 here, call it a day. If it goes over 2, it's like, hey, it's still hitting. It's still bringing in those mega numbers. People love watching these things in general. Like 1.5, they go, okay, maybe we stop gambling. 1.8 and over, they go, let's make 4 and 5. Let's go. I guess I get it, but it's still crazy to think about it.
I know, because it's just such a massive number ask. It's like hard to wrap your brain around it, and then you kind of consider the fact that the amount of money the movies make in general
Right.
is just in a different ball game than other movies, and the way they make the movies is insane. Like, they're just building it from the ground up, which is crazy to think about. So I get that's how it. And then they have like huge song numbers. Miley Cyrus is singing the main song. They obviously have a ton of marketing. So it's like a huge production. I kind of get it when you break it all down, but I think it's going to make it. I think I'm hearing good things about it from people, which is surprising compared to the critic review. But I feel like a lot of, like, I saw like Coy talk about how he actually liked it more than the second one. And there was like a few other people I saw who were like, I really liked it. So I feel like it could be one of those word of mouth things too, that they just continue to have a few really good weeks.
Sure. And that's definitely going to be the case, right? I think it's gonna have legs, because I also don't think there's just too much in the theater to see. Now SpongeBob is getting good reviews. That Sydney Sweeney needs a hit, so that's good that it's getting. But she does. Her last few movies, I liked Christy a lot. Or I liked her performance in it rather. But like I liked the movie. It was fine, but it didn't do well. It ate serious shit. And so she needs something. And this one's getting good reviews, and maybe it's one of those things where, because it looks like Hand the Rocks the Cradle type movie. I don't know. And Sklenar is in this one, so I'm curious how it does. I have opted, and I think I've told the audience this, and I don't know if I told you this. There was that movie, SpongeBob, Anaconda. I opted the last 2 weeks not to go to the movie theater, to go to any screenings, because we're doing stuff for the holidays, and people are getting sick. Flu is flying around all over the place, so I'm avoiding subways. I'm avoiding everything right now, because last year I didn't, and I got sick right on Christmas, and then everybody got
worst.
It was what what was it? The norovirus.
Nora,
Nora
where
last
you
year,
just like projectile
and
vomit.
from every part of your body. And so the thing is that I got it over the course of like 24 hours and then it was gone. That's what most people, my kids, this was the crazy thing because my wife had gotten it right afterwards too. My wife was down for the count, like for days. Normally, if my wife is sick and the kids get sick, my wife can like balance it and she's like a magician. She can do all these things. She was out for the count. She was just like, go, I'll see you when I get better. And I didn't see her for 4 days, Steph. She was out for the count. I had the kids. The little one at the time, they were sharing a room, and the little one had a bucket. Anyone had a bucket. It was crazy. Like it was. So I'm like, I am not doing that again. I am not doing that again. So so I decided to take off from doing any reviews from those particular ones, and I'm taking the risk that I don't think that I'm going to have those movies in my top 10. I could be wrong, but those 2 movies will not be in consideration for my top 10 list, obviously. But that's it. Yeah. Are you
Yeah, I'm kind of avoiding like the public.
Okay. Are you gonna do a top 10 list?
Yeah, I think so, but I've seen the main ones that I want to see minus Avatar. Yeah, so I think so. I think I would have seen basically everything. The only one that I don't know if I'm gonna have time to see is Marty Supreme.
Okay. Did you see Hamnet?
I'm seeing it this weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see that and then Avatar.
Okay.
And then I'm pretty much caught up on all the main ones.
Are you seeing Hamnet in the theater?
Yeah, I'm gonna be tossed. I know.
Yeah, you're gonna be in. I mean, it is not a it's an emotional movie. It is. I'm telling you, I do not use this word when I'm watching movies. I think it's overused, but it's like a beautiful movie. I mean, it's a beautiful movie. It is. Going into it, I expected kind of like the Oscar, bait movie. I'm going, okay, great. I like Chloe Zhao, but all right, what do we do? We do some boring movie that's like everybody's just touting because they're supposed to tout it. And it's not the case at all. It's like just a beautiful, gorgeous film, the way it's shot, emotional. The performances are I can't, I'm not going to forget her name eventually.
Oh, I'm obsessed with her. I just watched her and Colin Farrell's Actors on Actors, and they are just so charming.
So she is, let me get her name. It is Jessie Buckley.
Yep.
No one is beating her. No one is beating her.
That's what I'm hearing.
No one is beating her. That is your one lock this year. She is.
Wow.
I don't know between Leonardo DiCaprio and Chalamet. I still don't know who I'm voting for out of the two.
Okay.
I don't know who I'm voting for Critics' Choice, but like when it comes to Buckley is just, and I've seen all the performances of everybody, and they're all really great. They're playing on a different level than what she is. Jessie Buckley was, and I didn't know. Like I said, went into it going, let's see. It could be a lot of different things. It's probably just, I get it. This performance, and I liked Sentimental Value. I thought that woman was really good too. I got to get all these names down. But she was really good. Yeah, and I thought maybe she had a chance to win, and she probably would have had it not been for Buckley. She probably wouldn't her.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Do you see that one, Sentimental Value?
Yeah.
So, I just, that movie's just, it's gonna kick your ass.
It's been a rough time. I feel like I've cried so much in movies this year.
Yeah, but you'll know it kind of going into it. Like I told my wife, because she was like, I'm gonna watch Hamnet, and I said, okay. She doesn't deal. Well, I mean, this isn't a spoiler for people because this is what the movie's about. It's like, so if you know the story of William Shakespeare, Hamnet was the name of his child that they lost, right? That's just the name of his kid. So if you know, and there's so much more to it than that. But I told her, I said it's about the loss of a child. You gotta kind of go into that knowing that. And she's like, I can handle it. I'm like, okay. I'm like, because what I don't want to do, because I get this all the time. She's like, you didn't warn me. You didn't do this. You didn't warn me. Like even last night,
right.
my daughter has been telling her, like my daughter loves Welcome to Derry. Loves it. So
iconic.
Yeah, she loved the and so she told she has been trying to get my wife to watch it. I'm like, Vivi, she's not gonna watch it. She doesn't like the horror stuff. She doesn't like it for sure. She's not gonna watch it. And she's like, they spent some time together and yesterday, and they were like, went to lunch, and she's like, I just want you to watch the opening scene. She's like, fine. And I said, there is no world where my wife is gonna get past the car scene. And she's like, I know, but I'll watch. So we're watching it, and you haven't seen Welcome to Derry yet, but there's a scene, there's this car scene, and all I'll say is there's like a demon thing that comes in eventually, demon face, and so first of all, my daughter even fast forwarded through a part. She's like, I can't watch this part again. My daughter, who is obsessed with the show, and I was like, well, there's no way my wife is going to handle it, and she didn't have to because she fast forwarded through it. But then there's this reveal of this demon thing, and my wife goes, "Is there going to be a demon? Is there going to be a demon?" I don't know. And right as she said that, the demon thing pops up. I'm sitting there eating cheese puffs, and she goes, "Why didn't you tell me?" I go, "You didn't give me a chance. The demon just popped up." And so, but anyway, so my wife had watched Hamnet, and she sent me text. She's like, "This movie wrecked me." She's like, "I'm sobbing right now." I said, "Yeah, I know." So,
oh my God, yeah. I just can't. I don't know.
Yeah, but
even with knowing it, I'm not sure.
But it's gorgeous. I mean, it is just like it. You don't.
Yeah, I've got to see it. I've got to see it.
What I will tell you is, you do not leave the movie like this. Oh, like there's some movies that are so like sad. You're like, oh my God. You don't move the movie. You don't leave the movie like that. You leave the movie going, "Wow, it's powerful." And again, Jesse Buckley and Paul Mescal, wonderful in it too. So, anyway, it's a really, really solid movie. So, all that being said, I'll be doing my top 10 for sure. I think I finally finished up. If I Had Legs, I Would Kick You. I think the performance is great. I didn't like the movie, to be honest with you. Did you see that movie?
Not yet. That's actually another one I haven't seen, because I heard Rose Byrne is really good. She's
amazing in it, and she's the whole reason you watch the movie. But I didn't love it. I didn't love it. But I liked her, and I liked her a lot. I think she was well deserved on the nominations and everything too that she's getting. All right. So anyway, I guess we're going to be kind of flying all over the place. So you guys, let's talk about box office with Avatar, top 10 list, favorite movies, all that stuff. Put your thoughts in there. Put your comments in there. And the question is, will Avatar reach $2 billion? What do you say? If it doesn't hit $2 billion, problems? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. All right. We got more things, more stuff. Will it hit 2 billion?
I wish I knew.
Thanks. So we will be back in a moment. I'm going to tell you guys about Masterclass. I'm going to tell you guys about True Classic. Be right back.
I always wanted to try Masterclass, and I was so glad when they came on board as a sponsor on the show, because, man, the hype is real. It's so incredible what they do, what they offer, the kind of people you can get inspiration from, lessons from. It's incredible. I've told you about it. I've told you about the stuff that I've been listening to since I got Masterclass, and boy, has it helped me. Business, performance, all these different things. So I told you, one of the first ones I watched was the Bob Iger one, and listening to his business mind and those types of things and what's going on, it really is access that you wouldn't get anywhere else. And then I told you, I'm doing a pilot. I'm doing a performance, guys. And so who better? Listen, I was watching the Natalie Portman one and watching what she has gone through and what she's done and the insight that she has. It's incredible. So some of the things already that I learned from Masterclass, I've put into daily habits, and I'll watch things now instead of like just meaningless videos that are out on, scrolling through and doing absolutely nothing for me. I spend the time watching Masterclass. I'm telling you, the stuff from Natalie Portman really has opened my mind as far as what I'm going to have to bring to the table when we start shooting this pilot. I really like it. And everyone that I've told that Masterclass is part of the show, they're like, oh, it's amazing. I'm going to use your code. You should, because they've been wanting to do it for so long, and now they have the opportunity to do it. Challenge yourself. All the different things that you can do, whether it's CIA-tested tactics to everyday life with the art of intelligence. You can negotiate your next raise with lessons from Super Agent Rich Paul or FBI negotiator Chris Voss. Strengthen your personal and professional relationships with help from renowned psychotherapist Esther Perel. Look and feel better with courses on gut health, brain health, skin health, all of it. Masterclass, you can learn from the best to become your best. They got plans starting at $10 a month. You build annually. You get unlimited access to over 200 plus classes taught by the world's best business leaders, writers, chefs, and more. With Masterclass, you get thousands of bite-sized lessons across 13 categories that fit into even the busiest of schedules. 83% of surveyed members have applied something they've learned from Masterclass to their lives. See for yourself why this Masterclass member says this is by far the best money I've spent in a long while. Masterclass always has great offers during the holidays, sometimes up to as much as 50% off. Head on over to masterclass.com/Christian for the current offer. That is 50% off. Masterclass.com/Christian. Masterclass.com/Christian.
Hey, Willie!
I really love talking about True Classic. I love it. I love True Classic so much, and you guys know I love True Classic. So one of the reasons I love it so much, the guys at True Classic, they started with a simple mission. What do they want to do? They wanted to bring premium, comfortable clothing to the masses because looking and feeling great shouldn't come with the designer price tag. Everybody agrees. 25 million shirts sold to 5 million customers and more than 200,000 five-star reviews. True Classic has become a staple in closets everywhere, including yours truly. Everything. True Classic for me. I love it. It's not just about fabric or fit. It's really about confidence. It has helped me tremendously. It helps people show up every day feeling put together without trying too hard. And that is why I keep telling you about the perfect gift this holiday season is True Classic. It doesn't matter if you're shopping for your dad, your brother, your partner, even women and kids in your life. True Classic has something for everyone. The same premium comfort, perfect fit that built the brand are now available for the whole family. They fit where they should, they feel incredible, and they don't break the bank. That's the most important. You get that tailored look without sacrificing comfort or blowing your holiday budget. For me, I've been wearing True Classic for a while. You know it. I talk about it all the time. The gym, out to events, everywhere I can. And you can feel the difference the moment you can throw one on. It is tailored where you want it. It's relaxed where you need it. No bunching, no stiff fabric, no BS, just a clean, effortless fit that actually works for real life. Skip the guesswork and that overpriced designer stuff. You give comfort, give confidence, give True Classic. Where can I find them, Christian? I'm glad you asked. You can find them at Amazon. You can find them at Target, Costco, Sam's Club. Best way? Head to trueclassic.com/Christian. Grab the perfect gift for everyone on your list. You know how much I love True Classic, and you will too. That's right. True Classic, Masterclass. Someone even yesterday said, hey, we want to get you a gift for Christmas. An Amazon list? I said, no, don't give me a gift. I really appreciate it. I like it so much. Get yourself something from the links. That helps the show tremendously. And then you get yourself something too. So do that. And True Classic, I'm loving it. You get Harry True Classic?
No, I need to.
Oh, come on. What do you do with the shirt, Steph?
It's sick, and I complimented your yesterday's shirt, which I assume was True Classic as well.
But look at this. And again, look, guys, I'm showing it off just because I've been working on it. Look at that.
Cut.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
And that's because of this. It's also making it look better. It just looks better because of the shirt.
No, it's an awesome shirt. I should get that for my brother-in-law.
I'm telling you, they're the best. They're so comfortable. I love them.
They're great. The Masterclass 50% off is absolutely nuts.
So good. And because I mentioned, I have a different one I got to run tomorrow, but I've been kind of studying and going some more stuff because of the performance that I'm going to have to do soon, and I've been watching like the Natalie Portman stuff and other things and been really paying attention. And I was talking about Sentimental Value. I was watching because that movie has a lot to do with performances and directing and everything too, and kind of honing into characters I've been paying. I haven't really been in that mindset for so long. So I am, the Masterclass was very helpful there. There you go.
Totally. They have everything.
Yeah. 7 questions so far, Steph. You need about 100 more in order to, I think we can do it. I think we got a shot. You never know. You're the one person that just comes back out of nowhere. So we got a shot. If right now every single person in here threw in one question, you'd beat them by over 300. But we'll see. Okay. Yesterday, story broke. I remember being on the show with you, Steph, in LA in the studio, and we kept, and you knew my stance kind of on the Oscars, and I was like, I don't understand. I think you and I both agreed on this. I said, I don't understand why they are even on network television.
Right.
The ratings go down every single time. It's just not the kind of thing
that lives. It should be on streaming. It should be on the internet. It should be. Times have changed, and like I don't understand why they keep putting it on network, and then they wonder, oh, the ratings are down again. Somebody woke up. Somebody woke up and decided, let's get it off of network television, because now the Oscars have a new home, and it's going to be on the YouTubes, right here on the YouTubes. The Oscars are getting a new home, and the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences announced that the Academy Awards ceremony, which has been aired on ABC since the mid-'70s, is moving. From 2029 on, the Oscars will be partnering with YouTube, making the entire ceremony available to watch on YouTube and YouTube TV for free. As part of the deal, YouTube will broadcast not only the Oscars ceremony itself, but also a massive amount of related content. That includes the red carpet pre-show, behind the scenes and show content, the Oscar nominations announcement, the Governor Awards, the Oscar nominees luncheon, the Studio Academy Awards ceremony, the Scientific and Technical Awards ceremony, Academy member and filmmaker interviews, film education programs, official podcasts, and more. Academy CEO Bill Kramer, Academy President Lynette Howell-Taylor said in a statement, "We are thrilled to enter into a multifaceted global partnership with YouTube to be the future home of the Oscars and our year-round Academy programming. The Academy is an international organization, and this partnership will allow us to expand access to the work of the Academy to the largest worldwide audience possible, which will be beneficial for our Academy members and the film community. This collaboration will leverage YouTube's vast reach and infuse the Oscars and other Academy programming with innovative opportunities for engagement while honoring our legacy. We will be able to celebrate cinema, inspire new generations of filmmakers, and provide access to our film history on an unprecedented global scale. ABC will continue to air the Oscars through the 100th edition of the award show in 2028. Steph, I'm going to let you go first. What are your thoughts? Is this good, bad? What say you?
I think it's great. I think it couldn't have come soon enough. I wish it was happening this year. It's every year I'm like battling as a way to try to find how I can watch it live. And I think last year I ended up watching it at night once it was put on a different streaming service. So I think this is great. I wonder how it's going to change kind of how it looks. Are they going to continue what the host is going to look like, if they're going to keep the same or change the way that the show is produced? That will be curious to see. And I think I would welcome the change, because I think a lot of even people who did watch the Oscars, they find faults with it here and there. So I think it's a good welcome change.
This is a brilliant change. This is an absolute brilliant change. For everything that I read inside of that was that with ABC, when you run it, there's only so much ABC can give you. And not a lot of people are running to ABC to watch web content. So you get the pre-show, people walking around in their, expensive dresses. Who cares, right? It doesn't play as much on TV. And then you get the ceremony, and then it usually goes over time. This is another thing YouTube doesn't have to worry about. YouTube don't worry about it. And we're not talking about that. Maybe give people, this may be a bad thing, but longer speeches. But you're not going to have to run into that thing of like, oh no, now we went so over now that it's going to run into our next programming. YouTube says, go do what you have to do. But the other thing is the podcasts that come with it, everything else. You have this big lead up to it. It's going to bring more eyes because the marketing will be bigger for it. Because you're going to have you can have clip outs and things and people promoting it on YouTube and having it. And it becomes like an event in where ABC can't do it. They can only do our lead up to the Oscars, and they can only give you a little bit before they have to focus on their other shows that they have. YouTube's going to give you it all. And as you were saying, it's such a pain in the ass to watch, like on ABC now. Do I have to go to Hulu? I got to go here. I got to do this. It's like, no, you go to YouTube, you pause it, and you watch the whole damn thing if you want. And it's like kind of like what Netflix does for live events too. This is brilliant. This is the way it should work, because I actually think it's going to benefit YouTube tremendously. The Oscars tremendously. I think it's going to bring new eyes to the Oscars. I think it's going to we'll get into our story about the younger generations kind of saving theaters right now. I think it's going to up your audience and get yourself a younger audience too. This was finally the Oscars. They did something right.
Yeah. I think it'll be really exciting. It will be interesting to see how the other award shows act and if they're going to be changing more to a streaming service like this. But it just makes sense. Like they were losing so much viewership every year and interest every year was going down, and it was just hard to watch. And I think someone brought up a point that I forgot, like Hulu's stream cut it short.
That's right. Yeah,
And you
right.
couldn't watch the end of it, and it was
Right.
like, what?
Yeah, network television just isn't. Yes, they put it on streaming already, and streaming is one thing. This is so much more than just streaming, though. Too sure, YouTube TV will be the streaming aspect. That's the other thing. It'll be live to everybody, free in the same way that ABC is. But who really watches network television now? Except if you're like 70 years old, going until Channel 2, Channel 5, Channel 7. Who really doing that anymore? I was thinking about this last night. I've mentioned that my wife is secretly an 80-year-old woman who watches the Weather Channel and still likes to have cable TV.
That's
I
amazing.
never turn on the cable. I always use streaming, whether it's for live TV or anything those two. I use streaming, and that's what most people do. And YouTube has more assets. YouTube is becoming way even more stronger than what Paramount was trying to do with Skydance and everything too. YouTube, this is a power play for YouTube. This is a great move.
Yeah. I think it's a great move all around. I'm excited for it, like to actually be able to and then you can easily, like you said, with the clips and everything, it will just be easier to talk about. That's the huge thing for me with TV, any sort of TV, movie, award shows. It's the community-based conversation around it. And I felt like with all the award shows, it's like no one was watching anything at the same time. You're like, can you text about this certain thing? But this it feels way more accessible.
Way more accessible. I'm telling you, like it was that stuff that I was reading, all the added content that you're going to get with it, because YouTube will treat it like an event. And it's like, we have this big thing that we're going to be doing, especially for the first year. And it's like, like the podcast, the programming leading up to it, what Variety does, right? Variety does this, the actor on actor type thing.
Yeah.
You have YouTube do that kind of stuff, and the interviews that will be happening and promoting on YouTube, and the movies that are being promoted. This is a next kind of level thing for the generation. This is a generational shift of, like, if you think about it, in 2005 when YouTube was invented, you wouldn't even thought a million years that you would see the Oscars on that platform.
Yeah.
Right? And now,
not even like 5 years ago. I would have been like, maybe I would have thought maybe, but I thought I would just think it wouldn't go yet.
No, they were trying to look. Remember, Cobra Kai is an example of like something that came out of that, YouTube TV. YouTube took a shot with their TV network stuff, but they kind of dropped the ball on how they were making shows and how they did it. And they produced a great show, but they dropped the ball on how they were producing it, and they weren't ready for that. This is in their wheelhouse, right? Because like the Oscars are going to to answer your previous question, I think the Oscars are still going to have their production team, the host, the same way that it's been, with a little bit more freedom, I think now. But they're still going to have those teams that run it. I don't think YouTube will be running it. YouTube will be broadcasting it, and it's just like, and that's like, okay, you guys do what you do, and then we'll help you by doing all this other stuff. I think it's great. I haven't seen a lot of pushback in the audience about it being there, but let's say what do you think? Good stuff, bad stuff? Is this good for the Oscars, bad for the Oscars? I want to know exactly what you think. Put your thoughts in there. Now, whether this is in the live chat, the replay, and of course on the Clips channel. Hoping you do that, please, and thank you. We're going to stay in the theater realm, and we're going to talk about this report that, I'll be honest, kind of shocked me a little bit. Gen Z, this report, is what's helping keep cinemas alive at the moment. I guess it's shocking and not shocking at the same time. The world's largest exhibition trade association, Cinema United, revealed its annual report about the state of theatrical exhibition today. The report goes into detail about attendance beyond the box office numbers, with one of the big finds being that the attendance of Gen Z moviegoers, those currently in their early teens to late 20s, they grew by 25% in the past 12 months. It's the highest increase of any group. Gen Z audience averaged 6.1 visits a year, up from 4.9 last year, and 41% of Gen Z audiences went to movies at least 6 times or more. As for what's important to them, more immersive movie going, big screens, sound, and unique concessions, better food were the priorities. In terms of more general stats, 77% of Americans saw at least one film in the cinema this year. That's pretty nuts. The number of those who saw more than 6 was up by 8%, and cinema loyalty programs are up by 15%. Also, cinema owners spent over $1.5 billion upgrading their theaters over the past year in North America alone. This is some interesting stats in general, Steph. What out of those stats do you think are stand out the most?
I kind of feel how you feel, where you're like, I'm surprised but not truly surprised, because I think that Gen Z is a very unique generation where they just do whatever the hell they want, and I don't really know what it is that they're gonna do, but then when they decide something, it's like they are a kind of collective about it, like a hive mind. But it makes sense. And also, if you look at all the stats of Gen Z, they're not partying as much, they're not like having sex as much. I think it's like a more wholesome generation where maybe they're like, yeah, I'd rather just go to a movie than drink alcohol, where I feel like prior generations were just like partying and doing crazy shit, and they're just and then also I think the sing-alongs and things like that
Yes.
they're important, and they're changing the way people are going to the theater. And I'm not mad at the food either, because I have seen the food get a lot better, and I
Have you?
love ordering at AMC Dine-In. They have
Okay.
a pretty good fries. The wings are decent.
Oh, okay. But the cost is still ridiculous, though.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive. It's like $15 for
Yeah.
anything minimum. But
Yeah.
that's LA.
Yeah, I mean, it's New York too. It's pretty expensive. I don't really buy theater food too much anymore, but that has nothing to do with whether the quality is bad or not. I'm just not really eating that stuff anymore. But it's good that they're doing that. But I think that you're also right. What I would have liked to seen is a stat of what movies they saw. Right, like
Yeah.
Minecraft is probably something that they saw because they grew up with it. Right. You've got maybe seems to be said about Zootopia 2 because they grew up with it. Maybe there was something like these other movies that have really hit. Like, what did they go and
Wicked.
see? Five Nights at Freddy's, Wicked. I mean, 100%. I think that's also a great stat to think about, because it's like, all right, well then if Gen Z is now going and seeing movies, let's target them and make more movies for them that they want to see, right? Because if they're going to see movies, that's decision making that happens in studios. So you look at these stats and you go, okay, well, they went out and they supported it, so let's do that. Let's put that out there. I got Gen Z mad at me yesterday, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know me. I hate slang in general. And it was hilarious too, because rightfully so. Someone's like, it's hilarious that Kristian was calling us slang, yet he's using cool. Cool turned into, was slang at one point. I was like, yeah, I know, but like, I think that because peak is. Do you use peak now?
No, I don't use it, but
Okay, but you see it. But it just started out of nowhere, and like, oh, it's been around for a while. Well, I've just started hearing it, and my ears are bleeding. So like,
I don't mind. Did come out.
What? Say that again. You broke up, Kalinowski style.
I don't mind. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't mind slang, but peak did come out of nowhere, and at first I was like, huh, interesting, but they were using it in the UK a lot, and I think that's why I had time to adjust.
Yeah, it's hilarious because like people are idiots. People are idiots. Like I was first of all, on two reasons. One, if you don't know my humor well enough,
right,
that I'm going to be old man shaking at clouds or screaming at clouds. That's what I do. That's been always since I was doing stand-up younger. That's what I do. I pull out the stuff that is just annoying to me, whether it's annoying to you or not. The dumb thing that I saw yesterday, and I just deleted it. I can't take it. It's just like, because I said I can't stand whether it's peak or what was it? Let them cook. All these other things that drive me nuts. I was like, oh, so you don't like the way black people speak? It's like, shut up, you dumb asshole. Just shut up. You're a dumb asshole. If you say if that's you're part of the problem, and you're part of the Twitter thing. Like, oh, you don't like ice cream? You don't like white people? You don't like vanilla ice cream? You don't like white people? you're part of the problem. Stop
It's
this.
hysterical.
Stop this.
You know
Like,
what's the one that you hated, and it's really, to your credit, it's fallen down hard, and I hope
What?
it never gets back up. Triggered.
Oh, it's the worst.
Because now people use it seriously. Like, did you see that lady on the plane having like a conniption? And she's like, "You triggered me." It was this woman.
No,
She
I'm
was
just
like,
saying there's like
"Oh,
a
right."
plane thing
It was like
every
the
5
most recent one where she's like, "You triggered me. I could tell you don't like POC or
Oh my
people of
God.
color." And it,
Right.
and
And
then like the whole plane was POC, and they were like, "No, girl, you're the problem."
100%. There was a guy, and you talk about the wrong time at this influencer was camped out outside of Rob Reiner's house, right?
Oh,
And
oh,
do you see this?
yes.
And the guy's like, this guy put his hands on me and violated me, and I'm triggered, and I want to press charges. And it's like, shave your head, go away, spin it around in a circle until you can't spin anymore, and just go away. Just go
So that made me
away.
The second-hand embarrassment I felt, because it was like, this is why people don't take things seriously, because that's like you showed up to a tragic passing of two people in their own home the next day wearing a crown, and then blamed the fact that you were
Right.
autistic on it,
Right.
and it was like, what?
I can't.
No.
But that comes again from social media. That comes from the acceptance that we've allowed everybody to, like, I stubbed my toe, I'm suing. It's like it drives me crazy. And it also takes away from the actual, when there's real stuff to be fought.
Oh yeah.
It takes people going,
I'm like,
oh,
I
no.
will go to war for the autistic community. That's my
100%.
those are my people.
100%.
But that is no.
Brutal. I do get it. But this is why I do love our audience so much. Like, and because I would do the same thing. What the majority of our audience is doing right now, they're throwing every bit of slang into our comments right now.
Yeah.
Brain rot, a bunch of things, and it's let them.
I don't mind brain rot though, because I do think a lot of people act like that one. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. You have like, your brain is rotting.
Yeah. It's okay. I mean, but because to me, that's describing something, right? Like,
right.
I know people are going to say, isn't, because the thing that drives me nuts, we got into this yesterday, is how everybody just jumped on to AI slop. I saw it yesterday after the conversation.
Oh.
We had a conversation. About it, and then I saw it. Oh, is it real or is it AI slop? It's like, well, that's what I'm supposed to say. AI slop. It's just say, is that bad AI? I hate AI. This sucks. AI slop. That's what they told me to say, so I'm saying it. AI slop. And it's like, we can't think for ourselves. It drives me nuts.
Yeah. It's the hive mind.
Yeah. And look, there is very good points. I think certain things stick with us, whether it's cool, awesome, amazing. Like that all happened through people saying it enough. But I highly doubt that mid and peak are going to be around in 10 years, the way cool is. I still say, my daughter said to me the other day, she's like, why is that your go-to? I'll say this to my wife, my kids, like if they annoy me. Like I said, Vivi, you ready for school? She's like, I'm getting dressed. I go, you're cool. Right. And I said to my wife the other day, she said something. She's like, that's my water bottle. And I go, you're cool.
Oh my
God. I do that all the time. Like, yeah, there's some
AI slop.
AI slop. I know, that's true. AI slop. Wild takes. Everybody's. I love it, and that's the kind. These are the people that understand what this show is. I had so much fun, Steph, virtually and invisibly throwing people by the seat of their pants yesterday and throwing them out like that moron. Is like, you just don't like the way black people speak. I'm like, you were no longer part of the show. You were gone.
Right.
I'm not even going to acknowledge it. You're gone. There's another guy that wrote and said something. And he's like, and he said, why you hate? And that I was like, and I think that the responses that I wrote back were childish. I wrote back, wee, and whoops.
Oh my gosh.
And stuff like, yeah. And to which but then at the end of it, he laughed about it. And I said to him, I said, yeah, he made me laugh. So I was like, yeah, that was good point.
Right.
That's the type of stuff all day long. We'll have a conversation. But if you say stupid things, you're out of here.
You know what I've been kind of getting like old woman about? 99% of streamers, I hate them.
That wasn't even necessarily a thing. That is the collective.
No, I'm not talking about like, and it's so
just a full collective. Just to let you know, all of you who I hate you.
like, no, and I actually I'm fighting with myself because I'm like, am I the problem? But I don't think so, because they're the people. Am I going? Am I here?
You're talking, yeah.
No.
You talking? I don't know what I think you're talking to us, and I like it.
Oh, I thought you said uh-oh.
For a
And
second,
I thought you
for a
said
second,
my
but you fought through the Matrix glitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I fought back. Okay. So I'll see them being like doing like the meanest, nastiest things to each other just for clickbait, and I'm like,
worst.
what the hell? This is the worst. Like, they ruin it's like they're like the worst version of Jackass. It's like they took like the point of Jackass, like what Bam did to his family, and then but they're like actually not funny, not doing anything cool, and then like, why are you mad, bro? And it's like, because you just like literally ruined your little sister's birthday party. And then
I'm with you on that. Like the pranksters drive me crazy. I see him on Instagram all the time. There's this one guy with glasses. He looks like he just like smells his own farts. Like he waves it into his face. Like he's the worst. And he like just messes with people and wants to get a rise out of them. And get them angry. And then he runs away, like farts on them, and he runs away. It's like, he's a jerk off, right? And there's like, it's like you, but the problem is that we reward jerk offs with views, right? And there's another guy who does the same thing. And why do you watch it? Because I watch for them to get punched in the face, because it always happens. And eventually, and I always like the comments, like it was deserved. I like watching them get punched in the face. It is really fun. I like when pranks go wrong. Those are my favorite, because it always happens the same way. Somebody beats the shit out of them, and then they go, "It's a prank, bro. It's a prank." It's like, so is this.
It's a prank. It's a prank, bro.
This is a prank, bro, too. Me beating the piss out of you.
Should be funny. Yeah.
So
I guess what I'm saying is the prank and like sensationalism streamers. Like I don't mean like if they actually have thoughtful things in interviews to say.
I know what you mean. Yeah, like there's ones that like you just, and there's one that drives me nuts too. Like the fake. There's so many fake ones. There's this one kid, and it happens, and I don't know how everybody buys it. There's a guy, and there's this one kid. He's like an Asian kid with a mullet, right? And so these people, he sets it up, and this old man's is like sitting, and he walks over to him. He goes like this, and then every time they do the same thing, they go, "Hey," and they kind of like chase him, and it's not real, it's fake. And then people go, "Oh, I can't believe that guy chased you." It's like 87 of his videos do the same thing. It's so stupid.
I hate it.
Yeah. It's a prank, bro. Look, I mean, I'm glad there was one guy who actually got shot. I don't know, so I'm glad the guy didn't pass away, and he was fine. He made a full recovery. But it's like the other guy who did it got off. Because it's like the guy was messing with him. He said, "Get away from me." He kept get away from me, get away from me. And inside of a mall, popped this dude.
Right.
But he got off himself. It's like, leave. You were harassing him. It's harassment.
Yeah. I don't know what they think is happening.
It is just, but it goes back to the previous conversation. Generations are just, and we discussed this when it comes to like AI, right? And the generation that is born today, they are going to, in 10 years from now, when they're 10 years old, 15 years old, AI is going to be a part of their culture in ways that we couldn't even possibly imagine, right? But to them, it's not new. To us, AI is so new and scary and frightening, and right now, to them, that's the world they were born into, and they don't like in the way that. So I don't know, like, when did you get your first phone? Right, you.
Like what year? What age?
Yeah, it was like, do you remember? Like, because you were born in the 90s, like the late 90s.
I had the Razor.
Okay, so, but for the most of your life, you just remember phones.
Yep.
Right. See, we didn't have phones when I was growing up. There were no phones. Like, you couldn't, like, all that stuff. There were no phones. Like, and I was talking about this with my little one goes this morning. In the golden age, were there televisions in the golden age and the old times?
And I go, well, what old times are you talking about? And she goes, when you and mom were younger,
Oh
the
my
old
God.
times. So I was like, we had television. I was like, but when your grandmother was born, that's when television started to come into play. And then my wife's parents, they didn't have television for a little bit. When they were growing up, it started to evolve, but they didn't know it was new and fresh and weird and crazy to them. That's what, like, eventually in 20 and like 30 years from now, AI, no one's going to know a world without AI.
Right. I know, which is I can't wrap my head around that because I read that article that this net like 2026 babies on are
Yeah,
going to be fully immersed in AI. That's their whole life.
right.
And I just don't even know because I guess I'm so far out from that what that looks like. Like, what does that actually mean? Like, everything they do is AI, or
Cars and
they're
all that. I mean, I wonder what kind of world. I was always thought about this. Where is the driving going to get better, like accident wise, in 10 to 20 years from now, right?
I think it has to. That
Be-
I think so.
Because they've already, like, when I left LA, they don't have them in New York, but when I left LA, there were self-driving cars everywhere, right?
Yeah,
Are
the
they still,
Waymos, I guess, are very safe
everywhere?
everywhere.
Okay.
I know people who won't take a lift that's not a Waymo.
That's right. And that was not the case when I left a year and a half ago. It was still kind of like, oh, look at the thing. Now people are jumping into those things all the time. 15, 20 years from now, or even less, right? It's like, if I had that and it was proven to be 100% safe, right? I would much rather take that than worrying about, like, some weirdo in an Uber that may or may not, do something stupid to somebody, my
Right.
kids, or it's
The
like,
amount of assault charges
yeah,
from Uber
yeah, exactly.
drivers
I'm
is
not saying all Uber
crazy.
drivers. I'm saying, but it
No, of
happens.
course
Yeah.
not.
But it's so that is why, in the one aspect, great, you're taking jobs away from people. You're right, but humans suck. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's
Like,
tough.
yeah. Anyway, I don't even know what the topic was. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
We have
Us
conversations
just
on this show.
being old.
But I prefer shows like this. I prefer
Yeah.
shows where we can just kind of you riff, and it's more of a podcast. That's always what I've always liked. It's more of what I like to do.
I
But
hear you.
generations. Put your thoughts in there about generations. Do you think that this is a big thing for the theaters? Should they start posing stuff? What's your thoughts on self-driving cars? Cool. You're cool. All right, let's get to the last topic until we get to the questions. And so there's some screenings, and they're for Supergirl. It's a test screening. Test screenings reports are mostly positive. New details on Lobo and the movie's underwhelming villain. Mostly positive. That doesn't sound wonderful. The first reactions from early Supergirl tests have landed, and as well as providing insights into the runtime and characters, it sounds like the movie is good, but not great. Well, they need great. With Supergirl set to swoop into theaters next summer, it appears DC Studios has already started testing the movie. Similar to Superman, don't be surprised if a detailed plot outline eventually finds its way online. Daniel Rickman was first to report that the test screening took place yesterday, revealing that he's heard nothing but good things from several people. However, trailer and runtime leaker Cryptic 4K Qual has brought us down to earth with a bump. Yes, Supergirl had a test screening, the insider shared, roughly 2 hours and 5 minutes. From what I heard, the feedback was not that great, but it wasn't a bad film. Some scenes shared a lot more than others. Millie is praised for her acting in the role. Lobo has 2 fights. The villain is underwhelming. Superman also received mixed reviews from test screenings, but ultimately managed to score 83% on Rotten Tomatoes and won over fans in a big way. As always, it's best not to put too much stock into these early reactions, even if they obviously offer an idea of what to expect. Lobo having 2 fight scenes is exciting, seeing as this is just his DCU introduction. Unfortunately, Creme of the Yellow Hills being branded underwhelming doesn't come as a huge surprise when the old guard star Matthias Schoenaert has been tapped to play what looks like a very generic take on Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow villain, if the trailer was any indication. As for that runtime, we'd bet on it continuing to change in the months ahead, being good, not great, maybe enough for Supergirl, given how much DCEU struggled. The news that Alcock seemingly steals the show is a big win, too. It's true. Remember, the point of a test screening is to figure out what does and doesn't work, so DC Studios can now figure out, make the necessary changes, and perhaps even reshape parts of the movies with reshoots. Schoenaert likely won't be available for those, of course. In related news, DC Studios co-CEO James Gunn has shared a holiday card featuring Supergirl, Superman, and Crypto in the Fortress of Solitude. Check it out at the bottom of this article. Let's see. Can we see the picture? There it is. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, look, I think that the first thing that is true is what they say. Remember, that's the whole reason they have test screenings, to see what's working, what isn't. So you can't right away say, uh-oh, in trouble. But what I will say is they need to fix it, because they do need great. They don't just need good. They need great. This is their second movie out in the theater. I do not think that you should be content with, it's fine. I think you need to hit big. Do you feel the same, or do you think good is fine?
No, I think that it needs to be great. Especially, I do think that there's more pressure with a woman-led superhero movie. I think that people are harsher in general, so you kind of have to come out phenomenally to be judged accurately. So I wish that for them. And we know with all superhero movies in general, it's like you really are only as good as your They need to have a strong villain, is what I'm saying.
I got that.
I was like, shit, I see it.
Yeah. But yeah, they do. And I think that it's also the rumor of how big the budget is. This movie should have cost $70 to $80 million. It didn't. It cost way more than that from what they say. And it needs to be pretty great. And the good news, as they say, is that there's a reason they cast her. She's a phenomenal actress. And it's good that she's shining, which she should. But and this is always the thing with the test screenings. The notes that people have that say that it's good or okay, is there enough that you can do to change it to great, or does it not matter just what the story is? We don't know because we haven't seen it, but there's many times that movies and cuts and TV shows and other things that, if we make that edit and put that there, that scene just gets so much better. If we do that, we didn't even think about that. You know what? Let's take that beat out, replace it with that beat. Let's put that shot there. Oh, that makes it seem so much more. Little things, little tweaks. That could happen. And that's why they do test screenings. Now, I don't know the basis of what a lot of the criticisms were, but there's a way to change it.
Yeah. I am curious what the basis of the criticism was, because it's true. Like, simple changes, if it's pacing, editing can fix that.
Yeah.
If it's like a certain character has too much time or not enough, they probably do have extra scenes, or they can take out more scenes. So a lot of things are changeable if the story is good.
Right. It's true. That's the major thing. Now, as far as the villain, we've run into this problem with Marvel a ton of times. The villain has always just been the best movies, though. The best movies always have a compelling villain.
Yeah,
the best ones. And sometimes the comic book movies rely too much on the hero and say, okay, if we have a decent villain, that'll be enough. And I think that's a mistake. Especially with an actor as good as Matthias Schoenaert is. He's really good.
yeah.
And you probably could have been a little more detailed, but I don't know. We'll see. What do you guys think about the test screenings? Does it matter? Does it not matter? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. Here's another to bring it back to Arnold. Steph, which one is this? I lied.
I don't know.
Commando, when he drops him off the cliff.
Commando. Oh yeah, when he said he was gonna save. You told me that you would.
Yeah, hey Sully, remember when I told you I'd killed you last? That's right, Matrix. You did. I lied. Well, I lied about the last story. We got one more. And it's another comic book story. This is the Avengers. We should talk about this for the 87th time. The Avengers Doomsday, another teaser coming. I told you. They made a whole bunch of trailers. Following the leak on Monday of the first of at least 4 Avengers Doomsday teaser trailers, further details have emerged. For starters, the clip has now appeared in higher social media as Avatar. I don't want to read any spoilers on this. Fire and ash have begun hitting cinemas. One recording shows the silhouettes of audience members in the cinema Okay. There's apparently a fifth teaser. Previously, it was rumored that Thor and Doctor Doom would be the subjects of a teaser. Yada yada yada. Now there's a Loki potential trailer too. So this goes back to like, so when I had a couple of scoops a little while ago, and one of my scoops was the fact that they had various versions of this trailer, and that's what is happening at the moment, right? The other one was the fact that they'd have a Steve Rogers type one, and Peggy seems to be the case. Now this type of stuff did not hear. As far as Loki makes sense. It's like, look, you have to market this movie now and showing like, hey, all the old hits, all the old gang, the old band is coming back together. We got them all. Don't worry about this other stuff. You haven't been locked into Marvel. If you only like the old Marvel stuff, well, we got these. They're all coming back. Everybody's coming back. Come on back. It's relating to what we did in Endgame. Let's go. And I think that's a smart strategy. Now, a different conversation about whether or not they should release these online, but doing it this particular way and marketing this way, I think it makes sense. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it makes sense. I don't know, because from my end of things, I feel like they've been pretty clear that everyone's coming back, but I remember that we're super insider, so I'm sure that other people, it's nice to see that in the trailer, so they're like, oh, okay, like we know him. We can.
Yeah, I 100%. I didn't even think about that.
Go back to the theater. We know her. I don't know what to say. Internet. So stupid. I don't know what to say.
It's all right. But we do love you here, stuff.
Thank you. Thanks
You're
for being
welcome.
so patient and supportive.
It's okay. All right. So I do think that I heard a lot of your points before you went into the glitch,
The dark place.
the dark place. But I don't know, man. I think that this is they need to promote. They need to get people excited about this movie, and we shall see. So, what do you guys think about the various trailers? Good move, bad move? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. All right, we're going to be back in a moment, but before we do, I'm going to tell you about our good pals over at Prize Picks, and then we're going to do these questions. Here we go. Here's why Prize Picks is fun to me. It gets people interested in sports that maybe they weren't beforehand. So I had somebody who didn't even really know anything about football. We started playing on Prize Picks, and now he's talking to me every Sunday about, hey, listen, what do you think about this for the lineup? What do you think about this? And I'm like, that's awesome that's what got you into this. I love it. So here's what I like about Prize Picks. There's so many different sports that they offer. It's really cool. You can make your picks on fantasy score, free throws made, field goal attempts, turnovers. I know a couple of players who really stack up just their free throws. So favorite thing for me about Prize Picks is that you can pick multiple sports in the same lineup. That's really interesting. It can be basketball. You can put Steph Curry and Patrick Mahomes in the same lineup, and you can root for both. That, to me, is one of the more intriguing things that Prize Picks does. And there's a new feature. Prize Picks has early payouts. So if your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. If your fantasy season is over, your team's out. Prize Picks, you don't have to wait until next year's draft. Prize Picks lets you play fantasy football every week. You pick your favorite players and win when they hit their projections every week, and there's no draft required. I like how straightforward it is. You don't have to spend a lot of time trying to calculate your payouts. It makes it easy with their payout multipliers. It doesn't matter if it's simple or a big payout. Prize Picks makes it easy to understand how much you can win. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use that code Christian. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Christian. Get $50 in lineup after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Thank you, Prize Picks. Appreciate you very much so, and hope you guys have been taking advantage. All right. Let's get to these questions, Steph.
Okay.
Not a bad start. 27 to get us started here today. You need 104. Okay. You need 104 in order to take out Mike and Roxy. It'd be nice to see you do that.
Yep.
Victory here. Can you get Steph over that hump? Put a question in there. We can do it. 27 thus far as we start the journey. Here we go. All right. First one. Coming in hot from our buddy Mike Joyce. No cap, Christian. AI slop is a real thing. Stop this. I think it's something chopped unks with no skippy riz make. Ain't no bussin'. AI slop is all brain rot. See?
Oh
Stop
my
this.
God.
Stop this. Yeah, and Mike, I think you actually got older by writing that.
Ain't no bussin'.
Yeah. Sean McCabe, what Mike Joyce said, I think. Exactly.
I
Yeah, we don't even really know. Matt 132. Steph, what is your favorite Arnie movie so far? That's a great question. Out of all the ones that we've seen so far.
think it's Kindergarten Cop.
Okay.
I think that's my favorite so far.
It's a pretty good one. Total
Yep.
Recall was great too, though.
It was. It really was.
And that's like a
Total.
thinker.
It's probably like a 1-2 up there.
Yeah. Mike Joyce. Support for Steph. Glad to see your mic works. Was your mic not working or something?
Christian, I was on air for 20 minutes
Yeah.
before on mute.
Oh, that happens to me before. And you're
That
not paying
did?
attention to the chat?
I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Well, there
Yeah.
was so many in the first, because they started commenting before I started
Okay.
that I didn't scroll.
Mhm.
So at the point when I started, I was like, nope, didn't know.
Didn't know. Yeah.
Didn't know.
I've been there before. And like not even too long ago, in the middle of doing, you're not paying attention. And when you're running everything, it's tough. So I'm glad to see that it's back. Joshki 85. Christian, did you see Gary Busey's video of him intimidating a duck? I lost it. I thought of you instantly and tagged you. Have a happy holiday. You are one of 3,000 people to send me that video. Have you seen that video yet?
No, is it real or AI slop?
Oh no, it's real. I'm just gonna play like the audio for it.
Okay.
I won't play the actual video because I just don't have it. But through my phone. But I'll play the audio, and it's just good. Here is the audio of it.
Hey, it's Gary Busey, and I have got a great Christmas present for you. Listen to this. Ah! Ah! That's what a goose sounds like when they're flying. They're letting you know they're up there. Ah! Ah! You get a bunch of geese together. Ah, ah, ah. They're honking in the air.
So happy with himself.
He's like, here, record me. Do you have the light on? Do you have the...
No, he's not thinking that. There was everything's going through his head at the moment, and it's like he's so happy. Let me tell you, this is Gary Busey. You have here's something for you. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's geese, not a duck, but amazing. 27.
Oh my God.
Everybody throws one in there. Steph wins. No problem. Steph wins. It's Christmas. Almost anyway. Johnny Patriza. Sucks you're taking a big hit with that anime, Christian. I enjoy watching you guys dive into the world. Looking forward to the next episode. Yeah, I was hoping that the anime audience found us because they know how big it is. They did not find us. I mean, you loyals here did. But it's this I gotta take. I gotta take this. I'm only taking this live. I'm live right now, and I'm only taking this right now because this is so Steph, I'm on the phone with somebody who just picked up. You want to take a guess, Steph, who we have before I let this person speak? You take a guess.
Coy Winston?
No, let's go a little farther back into the archives.
Okay. Brett?
Go farther back into the archives.
Kate?
Go farther back into the archives.
Okay.
Not Brett, not Kate, not Coy.
Farther back. Mark.
Right, should I let the person speak?
Yeah.
All right, you have an opening line. Make it count.
Hickory dickory dock.
It's Mike?
No, it's not Mike.
Who's Stephanie?
That's Steph. I mean, who's Stephanie? What do you mean who's Stephanie? Steph Sabra.
Oh, her.
Yeah, her.
Oh, yeah, I know her.
Yeah, of course you do.
She's nice.
Do you guys? You know what? You guys might have crossed. Like, I think that you were before her time, and then you took off. I mean, you guys definitely hung out, but like not in Schmodown. You were. This is a very big star in the Schmodown stuff.
Well,
I'm
in
seeing it in the
Portugal right
chat. Of
You see-
course.
Yeah, you know who it
Yeah.
is now. Okay,
Yeah.
now. I'm in Portugal.
you're,
I'm in Portugal.
you're not in Portugal right now.
No, I'm in Jersey.
Yeah, you're in Jersey. So are you really in Jersey?
Yeah.
What kind of an
Just
asshole are
flew
you?
out.
Did you even tell me that you were gonna? How long you been there?
I just flew in from Miami. I was doing the porn star volleyball show for OnlyFans.
What were you really doing?
I was doing that. Yeah, that's where I was.
Were you really doing that?
Oh yeah, I got merchandise for everything. I'll give everybody everything.
I don't know if I
got
want that
Dr. Martens.
merchandise.
Ugh, no, trust me. It's some of the best stuff.
Which porn stars did you
What?
see?
Kazumi Squirts, you know her?
No.
Look her up.
Who else?
I slept with her assistant.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, it was a good time out there.
All right.
We were in Key West.
Okay. And so now you're in Jersey. Now my wife calling me again. My wife always calls me during the live show. It doesn't matter. So we're in Jersey now. So am I going to see you or no?
I am. I just got home, actually.
Okay.
I
So
partied all night in Manhattan last night.
okay. Well,
What is happening?
I'll have to call you
With my
back.
buddy Turkish Joe.
Turkish Joe. You see, there's so many different stories. The problem is that Steph you can't hear Steph. She can hear you, but you can't hear her.
I know who she is.
I-
Wait, she's there. Is she live with you there?
Yeah,
Like,
she's in
person?
she's in LA.
Oh,
We're doing
okay.
a streaming
Got
show.
that.
Yeah.
But I am going to Portugal from here.
Okay. Well, I want you to have the best time ever.
Well, I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about moving there.
In Portugal?
Yeah, they have no taxes.
That makes sense. Well, this is a very old school schmoes no type of phone call, and I appreciate you for it.
And you're going to be around, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going. Yeah, I'll give me a call. I'll talk to you about it. But I'm going to try. You never pick up.
Offline?
You never pick up your phone when I call you.
I was partying last night.
I've called you like 4 times.
No, you didn't.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
All right.
You probably. What are you going to be doing later?
I'll be calling you.
Yeah, give me a call. We'll figure things out.
All right.
Tell everybody I said hi.
I will.
You
All
hear
right,
you.
see you, buddy.
The great Bobby Finntock.
What the fuck? How much of that was real?
I mean, that's him. I love that you're just discovering him for the first time. I'm going to tell you the history. I'm telling my wife once again that I am on the fucking air. So this is yeah. So right, Bobby Finntock I have known since 2000 and no, actually since 1999, but started hanging out with him in 2002. Right?
I'm sure he's Sadie's favorite.
She doesn't know what to make. Well, she gets annoyed by him, but loves him, but gets annoyed by him.
Right.
So you remember the Hungarian beard mask, right?
No.
Oh my gosh, you really don't know how. You don't even. So that
I
you're
know
really
kind of
experiencing
like
him for the first time.
Right. I know the myth around him that he's eccentric and does crazy stuff, and I've seen
just
it.
got it.
I've been around it for a little bit, but I've never actually been on a
experienced that.
phone call where he's not on Schmodown, so he's not supposed to be in character, but
That's-
it seemingly
Well,
is.
yeah. You see why now I made him a character.
Right, because
Right.
was all of that true or none of that true or some
Yeah,
of it true?
We used to have a game on Schmoes where he would come in and tell a story, and you had to like decipher what was real and what was false. And so he played into that a little bit when he said, "I'm in Portugal," and I said, "No, you're not." He's like, "No, I'm not. I'm in Jersey." Like we used to do that all the time. He'd be like, "Well, I just, I was in the backyard and I was hanging out with my friend Chekhov. He's from Russia." I go, no, you weren't. Who you hanging out with? My buddy Joe. He lives down the block. Like that's what he's been doing forever. But my favorite thing ever with him was we brought him back on the first time. Like, remember, I knew him for years. He was a very close friend of mine. I knew that he had this Hungarian beard mask. And when we were on Schmoes, I said, "I want you to wear that mask. Don't say anything and just walk around in the background and let the audience see you." And he did. And then he came on and he just said outrageous things. And both Ellis and Ken cornered me afterwards. They said, "You can never have this person on the show ever again." And I said, "I'm going to put him on again next week and he's going to be one of the most popular people that's ever been on this show. And it's exactly what happened. He came.
Oh my
we came.
gosh.
There was a song that debuted with him, and he used to. It was a very different time at that time. But yeah, he was a big character inside of both of it. But that was a blast from the past, to say the least.
I'm
but
glad
anyway,
he picked up.
yeah, jumping back into this anime. Look, I love the anime. Really enjoyed it. The audience just didn't find us. We finished season 2. That'll be out this week, and then when we get to 3, I don't know. It's just nobody's watching the videos. It's a good show though, stuff. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
really
I'm glad
dig it.
you like it.
Yeah, really good. Last season 2 was deep. Peter Klund, 2986. I'm currently watching the original Anaconda for the first time because the new one looks fun, even if it won't do well. It does look fun. I mean, it's a good cast. I just there's another one that I missed the screening for. But do you have any interest in either one of those?
It looks funny. The new one. I do like the two of them together in the press that they've put together. It seems like they have great chemistry, which makes sense. But I probably won't go to the theater for it.
Yeah, well, right. I don't think a lot of people will. Draw at 8846. Christian, what's your top 5 Christian Slater movies? I got True Romance, Pump Up the Volume, Very Bad Things, Cuffs, and Gleaming the Cube. I would throw Heathers in there. Let's see. True Romance would be in there for me. Pump Up the Volume would be in there. Very Bad Things is a good one. Gleaming the Cube would probably be in there for me. I don't remember Cuffs as much, to tell you the truth. But let's see. Have you seen any of those movies right there, Steph?
I think I've seen True Romance.
Okay.
But that's it.
There's somebody who didn't see True Romance.
Maybe I haven't seen True Romance. I don't have my phone.
You remember that. So Broken Arrow is a fun one. I don't know if it's my favorite, but what else? I really liked him in Dexter Original Sin, by the way. Really liked him in that. I wish that they would have done more with him past that. Let me see. I'm gonna go back and see any of his earlier movies that I'm missing.
Haven't seen True Romance.
Oh, okay. That one we have to probably watch together. Young Guns 2 would be in there. Have you ever seen the Young Guns movie, Steph?
I don't think
Okay,
so.
I'll see the Young Guns movie. Young Guns 2 would be in there, I think. Pump Up the Volume, definitely. Mobsters is a good one. I haven't seen. I got to see Cuffs. Where the Day Takes You. I forgot he was in that, but he's not really that much into it. Interview with a Vampire. Very Bad Things. Yeah, well, he took over River Phoenix's role in Interview with a Vampire.
Okay.
River Phoenix passed away, and he
Yeah.
took the role. So those, but number 1 is Pump Up the Volume, easily. That movie is the reason I'm into podcast. It's like that's a major inspiration. Happy Harry. Okay. 32, Steph. Gonna make a big comeback here. Let's do it. Let's a Finntock appearance. Come on, that alone is worth it.
Right.
But we'll see.
I agree.
I am fascinated that you're one of the few people that I think that had you been on during his prime, you would have been able. First of all, he would have been. I mean, Finntock was a notorious like horn dog, right? Like the character,
right?
But you heard him on the phone. But you're someone that could kind of give it right back, and so the back and forth. There were some people who didn't know how to handle him. There are other people who did. Tiffany Smith handled him masterfully, but in a very different way. Masterfully. Yeah. Because the whole thing was that he would show up and like ask her out on dates and stuff, and she played into it amazingly. And then when we went to the Maria Menounos birthday party, they wound up taking pictures together, and it was a lot of fun. She had a lot. She was great. So, and then that evolved into the character that you saw in Schmodown, and it's pretty great. Chris Rouse, you talked about being sick. My 7-month-old let a grown man fart, instantly took a huge dump. Not saying it's your fault, but not saying it isn't. Fair. But I don't know if he's sick because of it. But at least he let it rip. That's good.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Well done.
Got to get it out. Chris follows it up. Think the Oscars on YouTube mean that they'll lower theater requirements for nominations? That's a good question. They're really going to say we won't award streaming movies for a streaming platform. I mean, that's a good question, right? Like, will streaming movies get a a better shake now because they're on a streaming platform.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Requirements could change. Rules could change.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the Academy does, because I feel like one of the other things on top of it just being hard to get to sometimes is most people in the world don't watch a lot of the movies that the critics are obsessed with.
Right. So maybe that'll change because there's more promotion on it. Maybe that'll change. Maybe that's one of the things that could help. I don't know. Go pal. Gen Z are the young people, so it makes sense that they be the biggest moviegoers, even if empirically fewer people are going in general. Well, yes, but the marketing hasn't really been towards them. Plus, it would, in theory, yes, it would make sense that they'd be the moviegoers because those are the numbers that our generation, those are the numbers that are always the highest when it comes to that. But because of this, scroll, that has taken away from moviegoers because we didn't have that so it's like, oh, let's go. There's more stuff to do for them that they don't go to the theater. So it is imperative that you get that generation. Like you have to.
Yep.
Like that's traditionally who keeps you in business. Okay. 34. Next one, Johnny Patrizia. Local cinema is advertising watching the Oscars on the big screen. Not my thing, but sounds interesting. Local cinema is advertising watching the Oscars on the big screen. Okay, I see. So they're going to do something, and I think they're just kind of desperate, trying to get people to do something. No, who's going to do that? I don't want to go watch the Oscars on. First of all, I fast forward through shit all the time. I don't want to have to sit there in a movie theater and watch all this crap. Yeah, would you go to watch it in the theater?
Yeah, and so it would be so many hours.
Yeah, that doesn't sound intriguing to me at all. Dancing Dog 60. Gen Z has to deal with rubber since 2016. Gen Z's been going through some stuff. Go pal. I think everyone gets accustomed to the slang of their youth and annoyed by the slang of subsequent generations. I think that's probably true. But I've always hated slang during my generation. So I've always been like that. It's just like people it's people who try to be cool.
Only the few can pull it off.
It's true. That's a great point, though. There are certain people who will say some of this slang. I'm like, well, they can get away with it, right? Like,
they just said it in a way that made sense.
Yeah, like I used to have a joke about Snoop, like because at the time, Justin Timberlake and Christina Aguilera were doing the same thing Snoop was, and they were like, "For shizzy, my rizzy," and I'm like, no, but when Snoop does it, I get it. Snoop. I don't know what he's saying, but I get it. Snoop. There's some people who just sound cool. They didn't. Like Christina Aguilera, mom was like, well, she can get away with it. She shouldn't talk like that at home. Why am I listening to it? Sign up for a class. Unheard Sirens Incorporated. Why don't we bring back old slang like far out, groovy, and bitchin'? Yeah, that was another bet that I had. It's like, how about 2 bits? Nobody asks for 2 bits anymore. Like 2 bits. How about this?
Oh, yep.
Right? Curses.
They're trying to make pull back bitchin' and Stranger Things, or Elle is.
Have you noticed this? My wife pointed this out to me recently.
What?
And if you pay attention to it more, it seems like I remember when I was at Warner Brothers and Alan Horn was, and I think he's back there now. I don't remember. He was there and he went to Disney. I think he went back. Either way, Alan Horn is a big executive at Warner Brothers. He was very adamant, and the industry was very adamant about not showing smoking on screen anymore. Right? You wouldn't see people smoking anymore because it encouraged people and youth and everything too. And when they did it, they saw the smoking go down. It seems like everybody's smoking again in movies. My wife pointed this out.
People are smoking in general more. I think Gen Z is smoking a lot.
And I wonder if that has partially anything to do with it. More people are smoking on TV. More people are smoking in movies, more so than ever, than recently. And I shouldn't say ever, but recently. And if you look at it, like I was looking at, and until she pointed it out, I didn't notice it. And then I was looking, I was like, yeah, like every movie has somebody smoking now. And I remember for a while that was not the thing. It cut back on. I remember the mandate coming from Alan Horn, no smoking on screen. Now people are doing it again. And I get it. It's real, but it's also advertising it. I wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny Patrizia, I personally like the bee's knees. I had one time that I remember this when I had just graduated from college, and I went to stay with my friend. I was living in LA, but I went to stay with my friend in Miami. And I remember the bartender said there was some girl that was interested in me or sort of, and it just comes to the bartender and says, this girl over there thinks you're the cat's meow. Like, what the hell is that? I said, what did I do? I said, no. She thinks you're tired. I didn't know what it was. The cat's meow. I was like, I don't know how old the person was who told me, but I was like, cat's meow. Yeah. Dancing Dog 60. Kristian is like William Holden and Breezy, Eastwood directed film. A new generation is here, and it is what it is. Movies, media, AI is changing fast. It's not, though. That's the thing, is that people realize that the slang that is popular today, that people decide, oh, I need to write that it's peak. Peak's not going to be a thing in 5 years. They just do it now because everyone else is saying it. There's some things that will stick around. There's some slang that'll stick around. Yeah. That's the problem. Don't be a sheep. Did you just sleep when I did that? I did that with Sam the other day. Like, if you well, first of all, so I don't know if people know, but that thing, sheep, it derived from cheap. Like there was a thing that we used to scream in 8th grade. We used to do it, and it just stuck around forever. So my friend Ming, who I've known for a very long time, one of the things that we always do when he's the only time I do it is when he's on the show. Every reaction, we start with a version of the sheep scream. So so the most recent one was a good one, and let's see. So I played this yesterday for the patrons. I'll play it for you guys, and I'll see. Hopefully, Steph, you can hear it, because sometimes they don't. You can't hear it, but I'm going to play it, and hopefully the audience can hear it. Let's see. That's a good one.
Oh my God, that looked fake. You're like a tea kettle.
Did you hear it?
Yes.
That's a good one.
Insane.
So that's what we do here. Okay. Let's and
that's what
like
we do here.
I want somebody to make a supercut of all the Ming.
Yeah, you got to.
Like every video that we do, we open up with one. Some people say they only tune in for the reactions. Now we get to hear the scream, which is great.
Would.
Yeah. Dancing Dog 60. Twitch, Kick, Rumble, etc. has celebrities. Shrug. I know it is the new kind of celebrity. It really is, though. It's true. Okay. 40 so far, Steph. 40. Come on,
okay.
Guys. Struggling, but I think we got a shot. Space Jesus. Steph hating streamers reminds me of when the Grinch was going through the phone book.
Oh my God, totally. Hate, loathe.
Go, pal. Hell, my parents didn't have electricity as kids. Jeez. Yeah, I mean that's
damn.
Like, yeah, and it's funny because certain people they don't realize that kind of stuff too. Go, pal.
Right.
You know? Yeah. Dancing Dog 60. Hey, I'm hep to that. Make some bread, man. Okay, speaking. This is what I just heard. I'm
hep to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go, pal. My dad's house got electricity in the 70s after he came to the U.S. and started earning money in dollars and sending it home. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like it's a totally different world. RQMDSMD. My childhood was black and white TV with rabbit ears and changed channel by hand. Yep, my brothers and I were my dad's remote. Great show as always, Steph and Kristian. Yeah, it's like you remember I would send my brothers to change the channel. Put on channel 11. Put the Yankees on.
My dad was just saying that on just depending on the day, only certain things were on. Like Yogi Bear was on the Saturday mornings, and you had to be sat.
Yeah,
or else you missed the episode.
Yeah. That was how it was. It's like when if you wanted to watch the top show Seinfeld or whatever it is, you miss it. Tough shit. You missed it. Yeah. Ralph. Can you do a top 10 films of half the decade 2020s?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, Could I? Yeah, but it's gonna be tough. Ralph, you know my schedule, man. It's tough. I won't be able to do that. So I always wanted to do a top 100 favorite movies of mine of all time. And I always told Ellis I was gonna do it. He's never gonna do that. He's right.
Maybe if you retire and you have
Maybe that'd be like my
6
last
months.
it's my swan song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ralph, Holt as Lex Luthor was meh. Someone tell Gunn that screaming out loud does not make a villain. He did that in Guardians 3. Steve Lockjaw is a villain. Steve Lockjaw is a crazy villain. You saw one battle after another, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was insane.
Yeah.
I loved the villain in Guardians 3. That
I liked him too.
actor was insane.
Yeah. He did yell a lot, but I thought it was warranted yelling.
Yeah, he was a crazy, crazy mofo.
Yeah, I liked him, Ralph. I'm sorry. And
Yeah.
I really liked Nicholas Holt. I do think that there should be a little bit more development with Lex, but I think that's the kind of person that you get.
Yeah, Steve Lockjaw was so, I mean, like the way he walked,
Everything.
it's just like
His
what
hair.
the-
Yeah, his hair is
I
like.
was like, I've never seen this man. This was one of people's sexiest men alive.
I know.
And
Crazy.
I don't know who this man is
Do you think he's gonna win?
for supporting.
Yeah, I think so. I think he might be.
I think so.
I think he might be another lock.
Yeah, it was. You know what? I love Tiana Taylor, but I didn't realize she was in 40 minutes. Like when I think about the movie, I thought she was in like 20 minutes.
I thought she was fine. I don't think I think Chase Infinity should have been nominated for Best Supporting. She got nominated for Actress. I don't understand how that happens. I think that she should have been nominated for Best Supporting. I liked her better the second time I watched it. But I thought it was. I don't think it was an Oscar nominated performance. To be honest with you, I really don't.
I was just really surprised. I was like, damn. And then I was like, did I see the same movie? Because it felt like she was like a great like extra character,
Yeah.
but it was Chase Infinity's. And Regina was horribly underused, even though I love the movie. I don't know how they could have added, but like I'm a Regina stan, and I was like, where the hell is she? She's in like 2 scenes.
100%. I want to see who else is nominated in Best Supporting. Ariana Grande, Amy Madigan for Weapons.
Okay.
Elle Fanning. Like, so if I'm looking, let me see. I'm going to go for a look at the Critics' Choice and who's nominated on Critics' Choice, and see where I'm leaning. Tiana Taylor, Ariana Grande, Wunmi Masaku from Sinners, Amy Madigan, Weapons, Elle Fanning, Sentimental Value. Ingo Ebsadar Lilius from Sentimental Value. Ooh, man.
That's a tough category.
That's a tough category. I don't know, because I thought Elle Fanning was great. I thought Wunmi Masaku from Sinners was great.
Totally.
She was
Totally.
great. She was great. Inga Ebsadar,
I love her.
From Sentimental Value. I don't know where I'm going. I thought Ariana Grande was good. I don't know where I'm going for that one. So that one is the toughest. That's the tough category right there.
Yeah.
That's a tough category. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but to me, all of those roles had way more
100%.
And it wasn't in the sense of like the how am I forgetting Anne Hathaway, how she won with, there's certain roles where you just win with not a lot of time, but I just felt like she was a very fun quarter of the first act, or like
I don't think there was enough. I don't think they gave her enough to do to be nominated, honestly.
Totally.
I mean, she was the kind of core of what this whole story was doing, but
yeah, I was just surprised about that, but it's cool. I'm glad. I mean, it's cool for her, but I just was surprised.
Yeah, I thought there was some other. I mean, like I said, I think that there was a few. I mean, look, there's 2 performances. I think you could have moved Chase Infinity into that spot for supporting actress, because I think she had a shot to win at Best Supporting. I don't think she doesn't have a shot in Best Actress because because of Hamnet. But I think you could have put either in that spot. You could have put either in Best Actress. You could have put either Sydney Sweeney or Julia Roberts in that spot. But neither one of them for both of those. But all right, let's see. Next one after that, and let's see. I love the people I'm reading. And now I'm at the point of the show and people realizing it was Finntock. Gopal, I heard Gary Busey intimidating a duck. Yeah, it's what it did say intimidating, but impersonating, I think, is what he meant. But that's
okay. Yeah, that's why I was.
It was impersonating, but yeah. Gopal, that would have been hilarious. It's not outside of him. I've told the story.
Totally.
I can't say it again about
Your meeting with him
twice on a rooftop, a hot roof, twice.
Insane.
It's my favorite. Make sure put
so glad that happened to you.
Put Don Rickles on that list. Going through this person. Is George Carlin not with us anymore? No, and neither is Don Rickles. Oh, we should pretty much cross them off the list then. Yes.
So they pretty much can't do it.
They can't do it, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. 41 so far. And we are moving past, and now we get Johnny Pachuza. Kristian, get that man on the show. I know I should try to get him in. If he's got his car, I should probably try to get him in. I should ask him to see if I have a me and him show next week if he's going to be here. Hugo, need a Finntock vlog with you guys eating pizza. I know I should take him to one of these things. It's true. Okay. Chris Cosson, Kristian and Steph, hope you guys are enjoying the holiday season. What are your thoughts on Lucasfilm re-releasing the theatrical version of Star Wars 77 in 2027 for the 50th anniversary? Love it, and it's about time. It's about time.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that version of it. I can't wait. I'll be seeing that in theaters. How about yourself?
I definitely would want to see it. I just saw the funniest video of Mark Hamill on Jimmy Kimmel yesterday. He was standing outside of his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame with a Mark Hamill t-shirt on and like a hat and glasses, and he was just being like an absolute kook, just so funny. He's like, will you take a picture of me in front of Mark Hamill's star? I heard he died on a ski accident. It's like so random.
Oh, I gotta see it. That's funny.
You gotta see it. It's so funny.
Gopal, Cuffs has baby. Mila Jovovich has the girlfriend. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen Cuffs, to be honest with you. I don't think I've ever seen it. Grimbear 13, support for Steph and Finntock. What a ridiculous guy. It would be hilarious to have him on for a full show. How many people, and I'll go back once we catch up, I want to see for people, just write yes or no. Are you familiar with Finntock? This will show you how many new viewers we have and how many old viewers. Are you familiar with Finntock? Yes or no? That's all. That's all I want to see. And Steph, if you're paying attention to it, because I'm not caught up yet. So I'm curious to see how many. Just for anybody out there, just write yes or no. Are you familiar with Finntock? I bet you there's more yeses than nos.
Yeah, so far.
Okay. All right. Let's see. And we've got 41 so far as we move on down the line. Next one is Dancing Dog 60. The 90s had the last great era of popular music. Is that true? Early 2000s had some.
I don't know. Yeah, I never really agree with that. With music, I think the pop girlies are doing a very good job lately, and there are some really new, exciting R&B artists as well. So when I did my Spotify age listening, do you know what it was? And I'm trying to delete Spotify. Yeah.
Well, how old? I'd say you were 72 years old.
Kristian, I am honestly embarrassed to say I was 18.
18? Wow.
18, Kristian.
Wow.
What the hell? I don't know. It's because of K-pop Demon Hunters. That was like my number 2 album. I think that's why.
That's probably why. Yep, 100%. If you spend that, I mean, mine would probably be lower too, because my little one uses my account. She listens to Taylor Swift all the time. That was my number 1 artist, was Taylor Swift. I never listened to Taylor Swift.
Girl, get off my account.
I know. Brody Bruce, the worst is the NFL/NCAA football announcer slipping 6'7" during calling a name, which I've noticed weekly. It's like people trying to just get on board.
So cringe. Cool.
It's cringe. Gopal, did I hear the MPAA made smoking an automatic R? Is that true? Wow. That could be.
I know in Indian films, they'll literally, any movie that has smoking for a second, they put like a horrific warning. And sometimes the imagery is like pretty intense, but doesn't really stop people.
Unheard Sirens Incorporated 2036. Kristian thinks modern slang is hogwash and folderol. Yes,
Well, hogwash is a classic that should never
Classic.
be eliminated.
No, ever. And flabbergasted too. ZB73, slang is grody to the max, like gag me with a spoon. There you go.
Okay, gag me with a spoon.
That's a good
kind
one.
of.
That's great.
Eat.
Bring that back. Ralhure, 1993. Do watch Durandar, one of the best films of the year. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some new ones that we got to check out. That's one you haven't seen that one.
Durandar, no.
Yeah. All right. Go pal. In the 80s and 90s, each cable remote cost extra. So we had one in my parents' room and the family room basement. We changed channels by hand. Yeah, it's true. They did cost extra. You couldn't
Yeah,
like,
this is
replace them on Amazon.
the generation of ease. Like everything just is easier. No one wants it.
That's true. Uh-oh. Let's see. They said there's new news coming out. Well, let me see this before we.
Okay, so far with the vote, it's basically like 85% yes, maybe 15% no.
Okay, that makes sense. What? That's so weird. David Harbour was captured on video doing some stranger things in California. The actor appeared to take a man's hat and make a run for it. Who cares? Here's what the video, which you're only permitted to view, shows David entering the joint. And a short time later, runs outside. Come on, get me. He like stole a guy's hat and ran out. We're just picking on this guy to like try to get him in trouble. Why he stole a guy's hat?
Seemingly he's got some demons, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't want to cover it.
I think Lily did her thing, and that was good enough punishment.
Yeah, he stole a hat. All right, yeah, a lot of yeses in there for Finntock. Some no's.
Yeah, lots of yeses.
Yeah. Finntock is peak. Somebody said. Jay Wiggs 82. Steph, love you, baby girl. I miss you too. Talking good Star Wars. P.S. Make sure Sam sees Hell or High Water. It's a good one. And Wind River. Imagine Steph has seen them. Have you ever seen Hell or High Water?
No.
They're good movies. Really good movies. It's
anything that was like the 80s, 90s.
No, it's not 80s. No.
Oh.
Hell or High Water is like 2013 or something. And Wind River is after that. It's Taylor Sheridan.
Okay, yeah, I'm actually just starting to get to know Taylor Sheridan, so I'm catching up.
Hell or High Water is phenomenal. So they're both great. They're both great movies. The answer is potentially on those. I just get so nervous because I don't know what hits anymore and what doesn't. I just don't know. All right, next one. Gerard 8846. You've just been erased. We didn't watch that one. Husho 1980. Get your goldfish here. That is from Finnstock's show that he made. It was a puppet show.
Oh God.
we that get a goldfish here. Win a goldfish here. Win a goldfish here. We used that all of the time. Gerard 8846. Here is Sub-Zero. Here is Sub-Zero. Now Plane Zero.
Running Man.
Yes. We need to bring back the Heather slang. I mean, nobody really talks about how Mean Girls is essentially just took its story from Heather's. For the most part.
I need to rewatch.
Yeah, you got to see it. Go pal, F me gently with a chainsaw. It'll be very real. That's also from Heather's. Hotel Nerd confirmed by Cletus McFarland that NASCAR driver Greg Biffle, his wife and son were on the plane that crashed in North Carolina. Unsure if his daughter was on the plane. So sad. A lot of horrible things happening over the last couple. But I hope that's not our last super chat. Leave it.
Right.
But someone put in some good vibes. But I didn't know Hotel Nerd is just letting us know. But that's sad. That's horrible.
Awful.
Horrible. I'm sorry that happened. And again, this last couple things that just this last 2 weeks, just awful. Good Lord.
It's very violent.
Everything. I mean, so much. Anyway. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here with us. Ending at 48. Good run. Well,
Decent.
49. Just kidding. Mike Joyce, whatever happened to Spicy Lucy? I don't know what happened to Spicy Lucy outside of that episode. It was one of our greatest moments, and we couldn't put it on because it was in 2014, and I don't know if it'll still play now. But so, Steph, basically, we had our 100th show for Schmoes Know. It was like this big celebration thing that we did, and Finnstock showed up with this girl, which we still don't know where he found her. We don't know, but her name was Spicy Lucy, and it was an interview with him and Spicy Lucy on the couch, and it was one of our most famous
Oh God.
moments. Yeah, it was hilarious. Ralph, teaser for Tom Cruise and Inarritu film is out. Okay, thank you. That's good. I'll be checking that out for sure. Michael, Skibbity, you need to end the chat on a good note. Well,
Yep.
not on Skibbity. Legend MM600. Steph, good to see you again. Now that
Thank you.
Spicy Lucy. People are asking questions about Spicy Lucy. I don't even know if Spicy Lucy is even in the archives anywhere. I don't even know. I don't even know if Ellis went in when we had it and deleted the whole episode. I have no idea. It's possible. I have no idea. I don't think so. PLD. I don't know if PLD watches the show anymore. PLD, if you do, my producer. We let me know if that is. We're not going to put it live, but I want to know if the Spicy Lucy episode even exists in the archives. Please let me know. All right. Steph, thank you for being here. Where can the good people find you if they want to come check out your wonderful
At Steph Sabra, youtube.com/Steph Sabra. And then we'll be back on a live stream for Sunday, 5 p.m. PT.
And we will be doing our reaction of Scrooged. We're going to be recording that very soon. It'll be out probably over the next couple of days. And then we're going to be doing Christmas stories. So we'll have some Christmas time with Steph. So thanks for being here. Thanks for Steph being here. Thanks for all of you guys being here. You guys rule. Thank you so much. Discord, by the way. Thank you, Aiden, for asking that question. Do me a favor. If you guys, Princess, if you're in here, throw the Discord in the chat. And we should start and maybe send it to Luke or PLD. We'll just start putting it in the description so we can promote, because she runs that, and it's there you go. Discord link. Here it is. Right there. So the link is right there. Make sure you check it out. We'll start putting those in the description. So if you guys want to check out the Discord, be nice over there, please. Because and we're gonna Princess is gonna start becoming an admin on this thing too. Gonna start throwing people into the cell if you don't cut the shit. I don't know what that means. All right. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. And we'll see you on the flip side. Thank you to Steph. Bye.